Welcome to the Hottrix phone tutorial. Let's start off the Hottrix phone. Just tap the very inconspicuous icon and the nondescript name of the application. A little heads-up menu shows you that somebody's gonna call in so and so much time, but you will not need to press any additional buttons. As you'll notice, the screen dims after so and so many seconds, just like any iPhone does. After 1 minute approximately, the screen even goes off. This is to save battery time and make it look really realistic. Oh, our friend Roger. Must have missed my tennis hour. Hey, Roger. Well, I'm shooting the tutorial. Let me call you back, Roger. Boy, your English is really improved. Well, there we go. This was Roger calling us and... Oh, boy. I gotta take this. Hey, sweetie. Listen. I gotta do this. Let me call you back, okay? There we go. So we already had two fake callers here for the Hottrix phone, Roger Federer and Paris Hilton. And let me show you what to do with this and who to add, any celebrity or even Mom or Elvis. All you need to do is tap the screen. You could either see here who's going to call next, or you can get into the menu. Just hit change. Now here you see the Hottrix phone playlist. Starting with Roger Federer, then going on to Paris Hilton, Albert McNally, Martha Goldstein. These are some of the callers that come straight out of the box with your Hottrix phone. You don't need to use those. You can if you'd like. So Hottrix phone works for you instantly. But you can add your own contacts in there. I'm going to show you that in a quick second. As to the playlist, you will see with each name you have a specific minute amount. They all follow each other. That means after 1 minute Roger calls. Then after 0 minutes, so that's instantly afterwards, Paris Hilton would call. Then the machine would wait for 1 more minute for Albert McNally to call. That's the logic behind the minutes. Now if you'd like to change that, that's very simple. You tap the name and up comes your quick glance menu where you can instantly change the time, the ringtone, even the voices. Now Hottrix phone comes with 5 built-in voices, and with version 2.1 you can even add and record your own voices. So let's change Roger Federer to 0 minutes. What that would mean is as soon as you start and trigger Hottrix phone, he would call instantly. Hottrix phone plays all the callers in the caller playlist from top to bottom. It might be that, say, next time you'd like to start Hottrix phone, you don't necessarily want to have Roger Federer. You could delete him, but we just make it easier. Why not just switch him off right now? Maybe also Albert McNally isn't needed. So next time iPhone starts with your Hottrix phone application, Paris Hilton would start and it would jump straight to Martha Goldstein. So this allows you to very quickly edit your playlist. Of course, if you feel like moving around the people who are supposedly calling you, nothing easier than that. You could hit edit, and why don't we put Paris Hilton to the top? There we go. Now we would start with Paris Hilton and move on to Roger Federer. You could also, in case you want to delete Albert McNally, you just hit that little red delete sign. Very simple. Now, as for Paris Hilton, we've moved it to the top. She'll be calling first. Maybe we'll just change her voice. Let's see what happens. All you do is hit go. Gives you the quick heads up. And seeing as we've set her to 0 seconds, or 0 minutes, she's calling now. Hey, Paris. Oh, I'm sorry. Paris's dad is calling me. Let me talk to you later. So that's pretty simple like that. 0 seconds later, we'd have Roger Federer. Let's just decline him. There's no need for you to touch your iPhone or the application. If you're confused about who's going to call next, you could tap it for a quick second and check. You see, Albert McNally will call you. Hey, Albert. I'm sorry, I missed the meeting. It's the traffic, Albert. I'll see you in a quick second, okay? Fabulous. Now that you know the basic settings of Hottrix phone, let's get to the nitty-gritty of it and add some really cool people. Tap here, hit change. Here's your caller playlist again. Why don't we add somebody? See that little plus sign up here? Let's click it. Hottrix phone switches straight to your actual address book on your iPhone. From here you can add anybody. It could be your company, it could be mom, could be anybody. Now earlier today I've added George Clooney. I pretended I lived in Hollywood and I had famous friends. I just added a fake address book entry called George Clooney and I added his photo to that. Now George Clooney jumped straight to the top. Whoever is new inside the address book or the caller playlist jumps to the top. Makes sense, because if you add somebody, you probably want them to call you right away. Now let's change George Clooney. We don't want to delete him, but let's change him to 0 seconds so we can save a bit of time for this presentation. It automatically sets Marimba and Albert, but let's make him a bit softer. Hit go. Hey George. Oh, listen, I'm just running a bit late. See how simple it was to actually add somebody. Now, in a quick second, I'm going to show you how to add people to your address book and find pictures off the internet. Some people seem to have a difficult time finding pictures on the internet and adding them to their contacts. Let me show you step by step. Why don't we get the newly elected president to call us? Why don't we start off finding a picture of Barack Obama? Let's go to Safari, mobile Safari, and check Google Images, enter Barack Obama, and you'll see a huge list of wonderful pictures coming up. Now, how do we get that picture inside the address book? Very simple. Now, inside the browser, why don't we just long click right here, and you get a whole bunch of options. One is called Save Image. You save that Barack Obama image, and guess where it put it? Not many people know this. It puts it inside your Photos application. Now, if you go into your last camera roll, you'll see that the last picture that you picked is Barack Obama. Now, we're going to be able to use him right now. Why don't we go to Contacts? That's where you have mom and your boss and everybody else, and we'll just add a new contact, which is done up here. Hit the plus sign for first and last name. Let's make this short. We'll just call him the President. Let's save it. And now we add a photo. Now it gives us a whole bunch of options. Shall we take a photo? Shall we choose an existing photo? Well, we just actually downloaded one from Google onto our camera roll, so why don't we pick it from here? Here is Barack Obama. The iPhone is cool, it even lets you crop it, so let's go a bit closer right here. We'll set the photo, and now you have a new address book entry amongst anybody else that you have called the President. Let's go back into the Hottrix phone application. It shows you who's going to ring. Let's hit this, change. Why don't we add Barack Obama? Hit plus. The President. It added Barack Obama or the President all the way to the top. Let's make this quick and painless. Set him to 0 seconds. Call with old phone, like they probably still have in the White House. And add a soft voice. Let's see what happens. Hit go. Hey B, what's up? I'm sorry. I've been busy with that Hottrix phone. Let me send you that video later, okay? As always, if you have any questions or comments, drop us an email at help@HottrixDownload.com. We reply to every email and we return every call.